with crushing power, very tough to hit. But how solid is the chin? That's one question mark after the 5 knockdowns against Floyd Mayweather. But Corrales salivates at the notion of a slugfest. It's not likely for Casamayor to come in and trade with Corrales. That could be a major mistake.
You know, I don't know if I've ever done this in all my years of boxing broadcasting, but I'm going to tell you something. Joel Casamayor has sculpted his body in such a way that he looks like he's in better shape. I seldom say that because it can be so deceiving. This guy had a training camp in which he put himself through the test along with trainer Joe Goosen. We're seeing the you know, what he built. Now that doesn't mean he's going to win this fight. He just got nailed with a big left hook. But it will tell you that he came to win.
He's well prepared, but a great physical appearance, as you know, Al, doesn't always translate into a victory. Casamayor, a slashing in and out nuisance southpaw, a pinpoint counterpuncher, who, as Al pointed out, looks to be in fantastic shape. One of the best fighters to come out of Cuba, much more subdued than the upbeat Corrales in our meeting with them the other day. Casamayor knows that the legs are so pivotal here. Some, including Kenny Adams, Corrales' trainer, feel that Casamayor may have gotten a little old in his last fight against Nate Campbell. In fairness, he did take that fight on very short notice.
2.5 weeks to train for the Campbell fight. They took it because that's the climate of boxing today. You have to take fights when they're offered to you. It's part of the reason for this fight. You know, in the old days, you might not have taken this fight, especially for the money they're making. While it's substantial, it's not what would have been 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. But you do it because you need to fight and you need to be effective.
Beautiful, accurate countering left hook upstairs by Casamayor in that exchange. Casamayor's idea is to be cautiously aggressive in the first few rounds and try to take Corrales deep. But that's so true what you said before, that flurry, that exchange. It's just the current economics of boxing. As good as Corrales' power is, he's got to be careful not to swing for the fences.
So far, Corrales not cutting the ring off as effectively as he might on Casamayor, but of course, we have a ways to go here.
Beautiful jab by Casamayor. I think Casamayor looks very good here in the first round. And Corrales, again, he has to be careful not to go for the home run with every punch. He's got to wear Casamayor down with body work using both hands. He's got to neutralize that speed and footwork and defense and, you know, cut off the ring, stay busy. Use the jab, get Casamayor out of his rhythm.
Okay. Very good, very good. You're seeing everything. That's what I love. Okay. Keep using your things. Keep using your smarts. Keep surprising them. Keep surprising.
You got to let him roll, man. Give me a towel, please. You got to get Gordon, man. Take a little rinse here. Don't worry. Here you go. Utilize your jab. Use your stick more, okay? Okay. This guy's trying to hold all day long.
We will see a clash of heads that created that cut. What a shame, and it's in a bad spot. They came to head, their heads came together. It didn't look intentional. It looked like they were both just on the inside, and that created that cut. And we would assume that it was called an accidental clash of heads by Tony Weeks. And if so,
it was.
Yeah, if so, of course, it could impact this fight. We could be looking at a technical draw if it keeps bleeding over the next round or so like this.
It didn't look that critical watching it when it happened, but you can certainly see it's over the eye.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Keep it clear.
And it could become a factor. Ruben Gomez quickly has to go to work. The cut man in Diego Corrales' corner. Watch out for those roughhouse tactics by Casamayor. We saw it in the second half of his fight with Ocelino Freitas, when he got very frustrated against Freitas.
Stop.
Round 2, it's scheduled for 12, a 130-pound elimination bout. Casamayor in the white, Corrales in the camouflage.
Stop. Out.
And of course, that cut bothersome to Diego Corrales, this fight would have to go past 4 rounds for them to go to the scorecards. Anything prior to that, if it was stopped because of the cut, it would be a technical draw or no decision.
Casamayor has to hit Chico while he's coming in. That's got to be part of his strategy. He's got to stuff that jab and keep him off balance.
Straight left by Casamayor. Chico Corrales is doing what he sometimes does in life, and that is fighting a very mechanical, slow-paced fight in which he is not getting his punches off. And you see the left hook there. Corrales is supposed to be stepping to his left and using that left hook as a means of stopping Casamayor from moving that way. He's not doing it. He's just following him around the ring. And against a boxer like Casamayor, that will not get it done.
Casamayor looking extremely sharp. A lot of side-to-side movement, trying to confuse the hard-punching Corrales. Corrales looks like he's just trying to measure Casamayor out for one good punch.
See, there he used the hook, Corrales, to kind of try and keep him there, but then Casamayor still got to the right.
Stop.
Boy, that head of Casamayor is coming dangerously close to the eye again.
Blood from above the left eye of Corrales from an accidental headbutt in the first round. As heads came together and clashed. You can see the blood there.
Well, we know that movement and boxing ability gives Chico Corrales some trouble. Clearly, Floyd Mayweather, who is a master boxer, was able to do it, and Casamayor so far is doing it.
And the blood just making life a little more difficult now for Corrales, but a guy who has been through it all as a youth involved in street gangs in Sacramento, once shot at by the police, which he described as a life-changing experience. So anytime a cop shoots 5 or 6 rounds at you during a chase, that will wake you up. Checking himself out, you notice, on the big screen.
All right, there you go. What you got to think about is this. Relaxing good, but you're not letting your hands go. You're looking for one little shot for him. You got to use that stick, okay? You got to use the jab and use the stick. While you utilize the jab, turn the hook off of the jab and drop the right hand. The right hand is right there, but you're waiting too long to get there, okay? Quit resetting. Don't reset. Once again, utilize the jab effectively and drop the right hand.
In round one,
the hook.
This is the clash of heads that created the cut they're working on now. Wow, just perfect. And, you know, from this angle, you can almost make the case Joel Casamayor kind of knew that his head was headed to the left. We'll take a look. Not suggesting he's absolutely deliberate, but he moved that head pretty dramatically. So, still called an accidental clash of heads, of course. And the cut it created is creating some issues for Diego Corrales.